Hi, it's Third Eye. What's up, energy? Hey there, reflection. We're back, and today's one card solution for Communication Day or Mercury Day is going to be about what's the card? Not the Chariot card. That's the card of the week. However, the Crown is the card of the day for today, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the Crown and this virtual conscious reality dimensionality energy check with the angelic messages that are here on the cards that I pull for us to give us a little bit more clarity about what it is that we're facing in today's energy. On the day that we decide to pay more attention to the messages and the messengers conveying to us the signs, symbols, numbers, and wonders, answering our prayers and giving us confirmation about the thoughts, feelings, and desires that we may be having on the inside. So, with that being said, let's look at how the week has gone so far, because at this point, we've already seen what has come into the light. We've already did some self-reflection, and we've already made a decision to resolve issues. So now we're actually either ending up in conversations, or we're overhearing conversations, or seeing things on social media that pertain to what we got going on. So as we're also, let's just say, getting phone calls of confirmation about jobs or opportunities or relationships that are going to help us move forward as we are reinstated, and we kind of utilize our power not to control things, but to allow things to unfold naturally. Because with the Crown card, this is representing some type of unfulfillment or some type of completion that's going to come from the enlightenment of information, be it confirmation or issue that could be resolved or may be resolved through conversation, that you will actually have the opportunity to get the information that you need so that you can get the answer to the question that you have asked. If you ask the universe, it answers you with the perfect answer to the question that you ask for you and you alone. Okay, so let's look at the angelic messages and see what the angels are telling us about the card of the day. So, here we are with the angel number 666. This is a repeating number, which is telling us that we need to keep taking a step back and an outside looking in on the situations and circumstances with the people, places, and things, because it's not the thing, it's the things that you think about the thing, or the feelings that you feel about the thing, or the desires that you have about that thing. So, with that being said, you need to reevaluate what it is that you're trying to do, or what it is that you are planning on doing that may not be the right move for you to make right now, because things are working out for you, or at least they should be if you're doing the right thing. And if things are working out for you, the last thing you want to do is get in your own way and start to self-sabotage what God's plan as far as the divine design really is right now. So, if you're doing the wrong things, then you need to realize that right now, that you're thinking, feeling, and speaking about things that aren't going to work out for you in the end, karmically. And it's really just going to create more of the cycle that you're actually trying to get out of. So, to step outside of that, you need to look at it without the emotional content involved, or without the same negative perception that you've been using, or without the desire for revenge, to avenge yourself or someone else for a situation or circumstance that is now being corrected. Okay? Because the second message that we have here is yes, which means yes, it is time for you to move forward. Yes, it is time for your ascension. And yes, it is time for you to do what it is that you got to do. Say what it is that you need to say. Feel what it is that you need to feel. Because at this point, your power is working for you. So don't let it work against you by giving time and attention or focus to being on demon time. Because you already know the devil is here to kill, steal, or destroy your identity by altering your ego and making you react or act like you are not really you. And let's see here. Last but not least, the third message we have is reconcile. So if you're having a situation where you and someone else or somewhere else or something else are not seeing eye to eye, or you're not on the same page about things, you need to get back on the same page, because there's something that is meant for you to do as far as teamwork, making the dream work. So you already know, in order for that to work out, you're going to have to work with the person. You're going to have to figure out how to harmonize, because if you compromise, you're going to end up with one-sided situations, or situations where someone is playing the zero-sum game where they get some and you get nothing. And no one wants to keep dealing with a narcissist. No matter how selflessly narcissistic you are, you're going to really figure out that this is an abusive situation that I just want to cut off and end right now. However, there are situations and circumstances that are not actually working against you. It's just you and your perception seeing it that way. And you need to see that this is happening for you and not to you, so that you can receive the closure that you actually deserve. Because without becoming a receiver of closure, there is no complete forgiveness, and there is no enlightenment with the information or the facts that are being shown or conveyed to you in the signs, symbols, numbers, and wonders. You're only going to see the things that say that your opinions, pessimistic opinions, and cynical outlook on life is right. So make sure that you have a much better relationship with yourself, because if you are the reason why you are getting sick, if you are the reason why you're in pain, if you are the reason why you're not manifesting what you want and you're manifesting what you don't want, you need to have a much better conversation with yourself than you've been having, and stop listening to the negative chatter in your head. Okay? Go ahead and do the expose the lies exercise, and surprise, 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 you will get your eyes back on the prize, and you will rise like the rising phoenix. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, the link is in my bio. If you're seeing this on one of my other social media platforms, if you are seeing this on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on all your notifications so that you get notifications when I post another video, so that you get more self-help consultations and constellations and constitutions about your doses. And on that note, spirits, take care of your bodies, and bodies, take care of your spirits, and just be the light that you are. Namaste.